Hello and welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Karen Marie and this is my channel Made by Karen Marie. I have a bit of a different video for you today because I am going to unbox my new traveler's notebook. I'm saying new traveler's notebook. I've never had one of those before. And I went to some lengths when I was in London for the Stitch Festival to get hold of one of these lovely things. And I realized that it's not completely sewing related, but I hope you do excuse me because I am going to be using this notebook for some sewing related content. So, you know, it's sewing adjacent, I guess I would say. Plus, one of you said that you really wanted to see the unboxing, so I'm going to do that. I haven't filmed part 2 of the Stitch Festival roundup yet. I will do that on Friday because on Fridays I'm working from home and then I can use my lunch break to film that. I want to have really good daylight for when I film the fabric, so that is when I'm going to be filming that. I also want to use my new notebook that I'll be unboxing in a moment to plan some of the content for that video. I am obviously going to be showing you what I got at the Stitch Festival in the whole video on Friday. But I also am sort of planning more what to make with all of the fabrics that I got so that I can include that in the video on Friday. So just a little background now before I turn you around and show you the unboxing. I am one of those people who think best on paper. So I have been journaling since I was very young, probably in my teens, if not before. And I've always enjoyed kind of thinking out loud, so to speak, on paper. That is a really important part of my reflection and my learning journey. So yeah, I have always kind of journaled, but it comes and goes. So for periods of my life, I've been very actively journaling, and then it's sort of, I lose track of it for a while and then I come back to it. And it's sort of always been like that. And I've recently come more back to journaling as a sort of reflective practice, and with a lot going on, both in the world and in our lives, I think I've needed sort of that space to write down my thoughts and emotions and, you know, general reflections. So I have always loved that. And I am a stickler for like checklists and all of that. And I do plan things. So although most of my videos are just me hitting the record button and then saying things into the camera, when I do plans videos and makes videos and collaborations and all of that, I do take quite copious notes on that. And I have been using many different notebooks for that. So this is one of my older ones. It is very old, very well loved and used. So this is full. And then last year at the Stitch Festival, the lovely Rachel from the French Seams gave me this book, and I'm halfway through this. So these are books that I use to plan out and write about my sewing. And then this is the journal that I use for more like daily reflections, not sewing related. So the hope now is that I'll be able to use the Traveler's Notebook system to maybe get my regular journal in there, maybe one like sewing journal in there, and then maybe some more random things like maybe a scrap journal or a gratitude journal or a bits and bobs kind of thing in there too. So without further ado, I'm going to find a place with some good light, and then I'll turn you around so you can see my unboxing. So that was actually easier said than done, because not only am I losing the light, so I had to come down to my sewing space to get some proper light, but I also do not have the best setup for filming from above. So I'm doing my best, but anyway, so this is the notebook itself. And then I have 2 extra inserts in addition to the one that's already in there. So I have 1 grid and 1 blank. And then I also bought some extra rubber bands because I've seen some YouTubers who are sort of using these to keep things together inside of the notebook. So it's a very basic setup for now because, as I said, I've never used this system before. So yeah, I'm just going to have to sort of test it out a little bit before I, go further with this. I had never heard of the Traveler's Notebook until this year, I'm ashamed to say, but yeah, it seems like it's this whole thing. And the thing that intrigued me the most was that I could have a beautiful like leather-bound journal, but that I can have these small like inserts, because I think like part of the reason why I have some journals who are sort of blank from the middle is that, I leave off my journaling practice and then I forget that I'm sort of in a book and then I start another one. So with these kind of smaller inserts, I think it's going to be easier to sort of finish a book and then put in another one, if that makes sense. I was also intrigued because I've heard that this paper really can withstand like good pens with a lot of ink, which is, I prefer using those kinds of pens without bleeding through. So yeah, but let's get this baby unpacked, shall we? So I'm not going to apologize for rustling and everything because, you expect that in an unboxing, don't you? The Traveler's Notebooks come in 2 different sizes. And I got the regular size. There's a sort of passport size too that's smaller. But yeah, I got the regular sized one because I need some space when I'm journaling. I'm going to give you my impressions while I do this. So there's sort of a contents list there. And some information about the notebook. And then it comes in this really beautiful packaging. And inside here is a cotton, sort of linen bag. Cotton, I think. There's a bit about how you care for it. There's an extra elastic. And then the journal itself is in this bag. There are several different colors, but I chose this really beautiful camel color. I was sort of thinking about the brown one, but I decided that this may be a little more sort of distinct, I guess. So the elastic inside is sort of gathered up there. And then there's an elastic to hold the whole thing together. And inside is 1 blank notebook. And yeah, it has really, really lovely paper. So I'm looking forward to trying this. And then it has this elastic in the middle. I mean, if you know Traveler's Notebooks, you'll know this already, but you can sort of just take this one out. And then there are like 2 elastics and a bookmark in here. And the elastic that keeps it together is sort of just attached back here. And this is the replacement elastic that you can use to cover it. So I am now going to open up the inserts that I got. And I got 1 extra blank one, which is the same as this one, I suppose. And then I got one grid one because I thought if I'm going to be doing some planning for sewing projects and everything, it's nice to sort of have a little bit of help with lines and all of that. So inside is this really fine grid, so you can definitely see the grid very well, but it's sort of not disturbing you when you're writing on it. So I might be sort of writing on it to keep to the lines, but I think this is going to be really nice for sewing things. So I'm going to try to do as the cool people did in the YouTube channels who did like unboxings of these, and I'm going to try and see if I can do this system. So let's see. It actually comes in the back here too with a with information on how to do it. So let's see now if I can figure it out. So let's put all of these into my lovely cover. So I have now the elastic ready, and I think that I want the grid one to be in the middle, which should mean that I need to connect the two blank ones first. Let's see that they're the same way up. Okay. So these are the two blank ones. And I'll put the rubber band around there in the middle so that they are connected. And then I'll put them through the long elastic. Like so. And then I'll put my grid one, just pop that in here. So now I have 3 notebooks all within this cover, and then I can use the elastic to close it again. That's great. I think I am going to like this actually. I might fiddle around with like how to place them in there and everything, but anyway. So I have seen that quite a few people like to put like charms on the elastic on the front. And since I was at the Stitch Festival, of course, I was looking for that. I was looking for some charms. And then I found this stand that was selling like beads and charms and all of that kind of thing. And I did find 3 small ones that I bought. So I bought a Singer sewing machine, even though mine is a brother, and a pair of scissors. And then, of course, I had to get one music-related one. So what I think I'm going to do is now to, test out a little bit, which I like the best. But I think I'm going to start with the pair of scissors and attach that to the elastic on the front. That was my unboxing of my lovely new notebook system. I really hope that I'll be able to keep my journal somewhat consistently, and that I'll be, planning lots of lovely sewing projects in my new book. That was it for me now, and I'll be back this weekend with part 2 of the Stitch Festival. See you then.